How's it going, everyone? So today I'm going to talk about the worst muscle building mistakes beginners can make. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Also, if you're interested in online personal training from me, simply comment below in the comment section. I will get back to you guys with more details. So these muscle building mistakes that the beginners make, I made all of them, you guys. I made lots of these mistakes. I'm still making mistakes. It's a learning process, you guys. As you train, you're going to make mistakes. Figure them out, fix them. You will become a better lifter by doing that. But with these tips, I find that if you guys listen to them, chances are you guys won't make the same mistakes. Maybe you can get progress to happen a little bit faster. You won't waste as much time as me and a lot of other experienced lifters have done. So the first mistake, hands down, the number one mistake people make is not eating enough, you guys. Not eating enough. People say all the time, I can't gain weight. I can't gain weight. You're not eating enough. Now, with not eating enough goes hand in hand with not tracking your calories. You got to track your calories, you guys. If you're extremely experienced, maybe you don't have to, but for the beginner, the intermediate, you got to track. That's my opinion. Muscle building mistake number 2, eating too much. That is right. Now, if you eat too much, what will happen is you will gain too much fat and you will have to start your cutting cycle early. Why does this suck? Because you waste time that you could have spent in a caloric surplus. Building muscle, instead, you are in a caloric deficit, you guys. I will let you know right now, I hate being in a caloric deficit. I hate it. I hate being in a caloric deficit. I only do it when the fat gain gets too much. 95% of your bodybuilding, powerlifting career should be spent in a caloric surplus, you guys. That means bulking at extremely slow rates. This is optimal because building muscle takes time for the natural athlete. It takes a very long time, especially if you're intermediate or advanced. If you're a beginner, you guys, you can gain muscle 24 pounds in a year if you do everything right. Chances are you won't do everything right. Might gain 15, 16 pounds. Next year, you'll gain some more weight. Once you get to intermediate, advanced, your muscles are looking pretty big, looking pretty jacked, you guys. I'm not saying mine are jacked. They're pretty good. I'm doing okay. But I would say I'm an advanced lifter. My lifts have gotten to the advanced stage. My squat, 450. My deadlift, my best squat, I'm not squatting that right now. My best squat, 450. Best deadlift, 620. Best bench, 300 pounds, you guys. Those are advanced numbers. I've done powerlifting meets. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying those are kind of some of the advanced numbers. Intermediate would be around a 315 squat for some reps. Deadlifting around 405 for some reps. Benching 225 for some reps. Beginner is anything under that, you guys. If you can't bench, in my opinion, around 185. If you're benching 95 pounds, you're a beginner. If you're squatting 150 pounds, you're a beginner. It's not nothing to make fun of. It's just once you know your status, then you can eat accordingly. Advanced lifters will not eat. Actually, advanced lifters and beginner lifters will eat the same way because, again, I always recommend gaining 2 pounds a month. 2 pounds a month, if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, that's the way to go in my opinion. And then you can slowly cut the weight off in later months. Okay, third muscle building tip. Sorry, I freaking talked about myself. I hate doing that. Sorry about that. Just giving you guys some numbers so if you know if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Third muscle building tip, not having a proper workout program. That has you progressively overloading at a rate that is based on your experience level. For example, a lot of beginners will simply hop on a 5-day bodybuilding program or bro split, if you will, and do the same weight and the same exercises for 6 months. This will lead to absolutely zero gains. As a beginner, you can easily add 2.5 to 5 pounds to the bar on compound movements every single workout, you guys. You should be doing this until you can't add any more weight to an exercise. And then what happens is you swap that exercise out with a different variation. The key to bodybuilding and strength training is varying up your workout program every 8 weeks or so. There are also a lot of different variations for each muscle group. An example that I will give you guys for quads, an example that I do for quads is high bar squat. high bar squat with a 2-second pause on a 10-inch rack height. That's what I'm currently doing right now. Pause high bar squats on a parallel box. High bar squat close stance. You can do single-legged squats. Barbell single-legged squats, dumbbell single-legged. Like, there's so many different exercises that you can do. Each one will hit your muscle to a different degree. That's like 8 exercises right there, you guys, just with squats, you guys, just with basically high bar squats and single-legged squats. So very easy. You add in, you can also add in front squats, pause front squats. You can add in low bar squats, leg presses, leg extension, leg presses, different stance positions for the leg press machine. Like, the amount of exercises is endless, you guys. The movements are endless. Just track your progress and add variety, you guys. So tip number 4, training in the same rep range. I cannot say this enough, and I'm the same way, you guys. I was the same way. I would train in that freaking 10 rep range, you guys, 10 or 12 rep range, and I would always Google. I would Google what is the best rep range to build muscle, and then I'd be like, ooh, someone said 8 reps. Okay, I'm gonna do 8 reps. Then I'll be doing it. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Then I'll Google something again. I'll be like, ooh, okay, 12 rep ranges. Then I'll be, ooh, 10 rep ranges. Don't do that, you guys. Do not train in the same rep range. This is completely, just trust me, don't train in the exact same rep range. Your muscles have different fibers. Train in the 5 to 20 rep range, in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, for optimal bodybuilding and strength gains. What I currently do is I'll train a couple of weeks in the 20 rep range, a couple weeks in the 15 rep range, a couple of weeks in the 10 rep range, then a couple in the 5 rep range. And then even in the 3 rep range if you want for more powerlifting purposes. Right now I'm doing generally bodybuilding, but again, what I'm going to do is once I get up to a certain weight, 205, then I'm going to do a powerlifting meet. So what I do is I train as a bodybuilder, and then what I'll do is I'll go to powerlifting meets just to test out my strength, just something fun to do. That's my way of having fun. Because to be honest, I don't like training as a power lifter. I like training like a bodybuilder. Lots of reps, get the good pump, better muscle gains, but you still get the strength, just like with powerlifting. Building muscle, powerlifting and bodybuilding are correlated, you guys. So you will get a little bit from each one. If you want to do really good in powerlifting, train like a powerlifter, but you're not going to look as good as a bodybuilder, in my opinion. So tip number 5, not taking deloads. In my opinion, deloads are huge for long-term success. They allow the muscles to fully recover and heal. In the short term, yeah, they may not seem useful, but in the long term, yes, they are. So if you're completely untrained, you're a beginner, are you going to need as many deloads as an intermediate? Absolutely not. That experienced guy, yeah, you're going to need some deloads. In my opinion, and I would say this even for beginners, intermediates, or advanced, I don't care what you are. In my opinion, I would take a deload every 8 weeks. Every 8 weeks, every 2 months, take 1 week off. What this does is this allows every part of your body to completely recover. Then you can go back and you can do the exact same thing, whatever your training program is, and you can hit it hard again, you guys. That's my opinion. Everyone's going to be different. Some people will say deloads are completely pointless. I found that they work for me. Everyone's going to be different. That's my opinion. End of video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please like the video and share it, you guys. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate the support.